Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm doing a bit of a nerd shelf tour. I've already done this on TikTok, but at the time it was just that shelf here, which is like the first shelf that we're going to look at. But this is an updated and more detailed look at it. This isn't the final layout. I'm going to build a couple of things which I'll mention in the future. But yeah, let's get started. So starting off this look at the shelf, on the bottom row we've got, starting from the left to the right, is Zane's jet, ice jet from Crystallized, Kai's vehicle of some description, also from Crystallized, and Nia and Jay's bikes and mechs, which you can also see, which are from Crystallized. Now, the only thing on this bottom row that isn't Crystallized is Nia as the figure, because I didn't have a second version of Crystallized Nia, which is up in this display, which I'll show you guys later. These are only temporary. Where Kai's thing is at the moment, I'm going to build a Batcave in a similar-ish style to the one that was revealed by LEGO recently, based on the Keaton Batcave. And I'll probably move all of the ninja vehicles, which you'll see scattered throughout this display, either on their own separate shelf, or I'll figure something else out. Moving up to the next layer is my endgame display. Now, this one I'm mixed on. It's basically just the Avengers Endgame compound battle minus the truck, with just a bunch of minifigures scattered around in various poses. You can see I've got a couple of them flying, like Captain Marvel, a couple of things that don't really make sense as well, but, you know, they're just there because why not? I'm pretty happy with how it looks, because I think it captures the chaos of what happens in that scene. However, obviously, it is a little bit untidy, and could have used with some extra space. Quite happy with how I've done Spider-Man as well, because he's using some custom legs pinned into one of the holes, which, if I can get my camera back there, I'll take away my tripod and just kind of do it a bit better. But you can see where I've taken one of his Iron Spider legs and pegged them into one of the holes, and he's just on the side there. I have tried to add a couple of references. So we've got Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor versus Thanos. Obviously, Scarlet Witch and Proxima Midnight had a bit of an issue with each other, so they're fighting. I got most of the team here, other than Nebula. I don't believe that I'm missing anyone. There's even some extra characters in here, which could have probably been replaced with Nebula. Like in the actual set, we've got Nick Fury and Maria Hill, as well as Mantis and Vision, which, again, any one of those could be replaced with Nebula, because I don't believe they're in the scene, other than Mantis. And LEGO haven't given us a Ronin figure, so we've got Hawkeye up here instead. But I don't really think that matters too much. I think that suit is pretty cool anyway. Now we will take a look up to the right, which is kind of a shit shelf at the moment. I was using this as just hold my phone at night kind of thing. But I do want to build something here, either for these four ninja in their dragon suits, or I'll possibly put Optimus Prime here, depending on how things go. I still need to really think about that, because I'm honestly not too sure. And then moving up to the left, we've got Cole's Earth Dirt thing. Again, just another crystallized vehicle, because why the hell not? And then to finish the crystallized stuff, there's Lloyd's car as well. Now, each of these figures are with their vehicle, which was kind of my theme for these. So all of the mechs and stuff have their ninja represented next to them. And then the main crystallized display, which is pretty good in my opinion. I've tried to include the golden versions of the ninja, as well as Nia and Wu, as well as the correct version of Lloyd. And I don't have a Harumi minifigure, which I need to get. So I've got Wildstyle as a placeholder. I have ordered a version of Harumi from Bricklink. And then, again, randomly, we've got Skylar in the crystallized prison. I'm thinking of building just a crystallized mock. So breaking this set down and seeing what I can come up with. Because I think that could be quite fun. Moving up again, so over there we had Lloyd's thing. Over here we've got Iron Man display, which I'm quite proud of. I've got a couple more plans for this. I'm thinking of adding LEDs to the bottom of that shelf to shine a blue light down. And in fact, that's something that I might do with all of the displays, is add LEDs, so maybe purple ones in here to capture the crystallized effect. And I'm not sure what LEDs I'd put in there, but I'd try and think of something. And then again, depending on if these stay as crystallized things, I'll put the color of whatever ninja it is representing in those spaces. So yeah, I've got a temporary Hall of Armors. I will be upgrading it and making small modifications over time, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks now. And then if we look up here, we've got my main Marvel display, which is just about fitting. Like, there is not much space between the top of the sanctum and the bottom of the shelf. But I've tried to include a couple of different things. So we've got the minifigures of the set. So we've got a couple of things from Infinity War. So we've got Spider-Man and Iron Man. We've also got Gargantos and Scarlet Witch and stuff like that. So it's a pretty mixed bag of stuff going on. There's no real proper theme for the set. But I am really happy with how it looks. And I don't know if I'll be making many changes to this one. Maybe a couple in the future. I could add like the red LEDs to show Scarlet Witch using her magic or something. I think that could be quite fun. But I'm going to have to stand up now to show you the next shelves because I'm short. Now here we've got a bit of a 10th anniversary display as well as some of Ninjago City Gardens, which is just Ninjago City Gardens set out as its own display here. So one of my biggest issues is that these base plates will fit along these gaps because they're slightly bigger than these gaps here. And I can't fit one of these base plates or this base plate sideways because it fits from the edge of this, the outside of this, to the outside of this here. So it goes from here to here. I did think about possibly taking this off and screwing it to here instead to give me like all of this space on the side, but then I'd still need to make up for this room, so I can't fit any of the modular buildings or modular style buildings on these shelves. Which is a bit of a pain in the ass because I did want to put either the Sanctum or Daily Bugle or something in one of these spaces. So I'm going to need to either rethink that or possibly move some other bits around and kind of make it up as I go along. However, we've got 10th anniversary figures as a temporary thing because I'm going to try and build something for them to go on. They'll still probably go in this space just because I think they look quite nice there, but I don't think that's going to be their full home or their full spot, as I should say. And then we've also got Zane sat there meditating to himself, and Pixel in the background fighting a Nindroid, and then the Where Is My Pants guy because it's funny. And then Ninjago City Gardens, I might have to do a separate video for, but you can probably see a couple of references going on, as well as just some interesting details. Now, the final shelf in my little nerd shelf tour is kind of shit at the moment. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. I'm not too disheartened by it. In fact, I will move these out of the way. We've got Nebula here because there wasn't plenty of space left over in the endgame battle display. However, I just didn't quite think that the Guardians shelf had enough stuff in it. So what I've ended up doing is adding the Guardians headquarters as like the main display piece, a Rocket Raccoon mech, which I'm yet to review along with that, and then a shelf thing from, I believe it was Spider-Man No Way Home. So that is my temporary Guardians setup tour. I'll probably either move this or think of something else to put here, because as I said, this was meant to be the Daily Bugle, but because it wouldn't fit in the shelf, I don't know what to put here instead. So maybe Optimus Prime, maybe something else. I'll need to consider it. So yeah, that is it. That is my tour. One thing that I forgot to say was these minifigures were on this shelf here, temporary display, because they're going to go on Gardens. I just didn't have them at the time, so I need to put them up there. So yeah, that is everything. I hope you've enjoyed it. Seeing my little setup so far. Again, this isn't the permanent thing. I'll probably make an updated video when I've decided how I'm going to lay everything out finally. Again, I'll probably make a video doing the Batmobile. Probably make a video doing the Batcave mock, because again, that's something that I think could be quite fun for the bottom shelf. So yeah, there's a lot that I need to do still. This isn't everything in its final spots, but there are definitely things that I really like, such as this Iron Man display and the Sanctum and Crystallized thing. And then Gardens is obviously just an eye catcher because it's the Ninjago City Gardens. Who doesn't love that set? So that is all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, all of that usual stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.